microphone.
This looks good. Good find.
27, right?
You are such a young and successful entrepreneur. Boss points, sucking up.
Hey everyone, so we're here at a Mi Quang restaurant and I'm here with Carl and Pavina and we're doing a little bit of just a team meeting, not really discussing anything too important, but we are having some lunch. How are you doing?
Great. It was my first Mi Quang experience.
What would you give it out of 10?
7.5.
Nice.
I would give it a 7 because I had a 10 in Da Nang.
So we were talking a little bit about plans for the future and Pavina is actually going to go do some traveling, so maybe she can tell us a little bit about what she's planning to do.
I'm really excited. I'm going to Laos on April 11th. That's where my family is from. So I understand Lao and I can speak Lao. It's my first trip ever to Laos. And I'm going to be spending 2 weeks there, exploring northern Laos. And hopefully making it down to the south, but I hear that takes a little bit more time. I'll be taking lots of pictures, I'll be writing about my experience, and then I'll be heading over to northern Vietnam after for a week. And then I'll be going down to Hue, Vietnam, where my grandma's from.
Oh, and Carl and I have got some cool travel plans coming up too, so do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah. We are going to Koh Samui for Songkran, which is basically a nationwide water gun fight all throughout Thailand. It's essentially like their, is that thunder?
Thunder.
A way of like cleansing their soul for Thai New Year, I think. But we are prepared to get wet, dirty, possibly sick, but it's gonna be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I went to Songkran about 2 years ago in Bangkok on Koh San Road, which was one of the most awesome parties I've ever had. People are running around with water guns, drinking beer, there's music playing out of all the bars and clubs. It was so much fun, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like on the beach in the islands of Thailand, so that'll also be cool.
I'm also looking forward to Pad Thai, Chang beer, and sticky rice, mango.
I'm looking forward to Lao food.
What is that?
What is Lao food? It's so hard to explain because there are so many influences, as you can imagine. You know, a little Thai, a little Vietnamese. But what I remember being growing up is a lot of like salads and a lot of meat salads and a lot of sticky rice. But we'll see. I mean, you were in Laos. Did you eat like Lao-specific dishes?
Yeah, the sandwiches in Laos are just amazing. They're a little bit like banh mi's in Vietnam, but I can't remember the exact differences, but I just felt like there's more inside of them than the ones in Vietnam. So if you go to Laos, definitely check out the sandwiches there.
I've recovered well from my injury.
Good, yes. Pavina's back on her feet.
I'm back.
So Pavina just went home to do a Skype call with a potential sign-up for our Teach in Vietnam program, and Carl and I have just gone to a cafe to get some work done and also book those tickets to Thailand.
I'm ready.
So we're actually at this cool little cafe called City Boys in Phun Nhung district. Are we in Phun Nhung? Yeah. And it's quite cool. It's a 24-hour cafe and it's got like 4 or 5 floors. So nice place to come to get a little bit of work done or just hang out. So there's something I want to address now in this video that came up because of certain comments that I've got on the YouTube channel, people talking about what I've been doing with this YouTube channel and also my company, Ninja Teacher, and whether or not I have been trying to convince people to come out and teach English here. Now, I think this is an important topic to cover because I have had this channel for over 3 years now and I've been teaching myself, but now I do have a company that helps people start teaching English. So naturally, people want to be sure that what I'm telling them is true and accurate, and I'm not just saying it to convince people to come out and take our programs and portray teaching English in Vietnam as this amazing opportunity with no downsides and no problems that come with it whatsoever. So my videos have been very positive throughout the entire time that I've been out in Asia for over 3 years, when I was teaching myself, afterwards when I wasn't teaching, and then in the last couple of years when I've actually been running Ninja Teacher as a business. I've never really dwelled on and focused too much on the negative. And maybe that doesn't create a balanced perspective, and that's actually something I do plan to do more of, is make videos about some of the challenges and downsides of living and teaching English. So it's not that I'm trying to paint a rosy picture of how amazing it is. I think one of the reasons why I decided to make positive and hopefully inspiring videos about teaching English is when I first left, I remember watching a few videos myself and thinking, yeah, this is kind of cool, it's useful, I learned a bit from it, but I never really got the sense that I was there and actually experiencing it. I don't think there were that many people that were doing that well. So I set out from the beginning with this channel to try and give good information, make it positive, and share what my experiences have been, which for the most part have been positive. So it's not like I've been hiding the bad stuff, but it is there, of course, it's life. But for me, the last few years have been very good years, and it hasn't been hard to keep things positive, and that's just the way I like to try and be in my life. Now, surprisingly, since I started Ninja Teacher as a company, I actually feel like my videos have become less and less me trying to convince people to come out here. What I mean by that is, before, when I was teaching myself, I don't know why I kind of had this mission to convince other people to come and also do it. I don't know where that came from really. I thought it was a cool opportunity, but there was nothing really backing that up. I just went into it with like this idea to say like, this is a great opportunity, you should go ahead and do it, and actually trying to convince people. But that was when I was teaching myself. And I found in the last couple of years, I do less and less of that. I find this YouTube channel is very much me just documenting, showing you what it's like, and giving you tips for getting started. And I feel like it's very, very few videos in the last year, even 2 years, have been anything along the lines of me saying like, you should do this, like you should come out and teach English. And that's also come from me realizing that this opportunity is not for everybody, and people might enjoy it and they might love it. And I would say the vast majority of people we do help come to teach English in Vietnam do love it and have a great time. There's of course people that don't like it as much, but that's natural. I would say about 80% of people are in no way upset about the fact that they decided to do it. Maybe 10 are a little bit on the fence and we're not so sure about it, and maybe like 10% were like, maybe this isn't for me, right? Now naturally there's going to be some people that will say things like, well Alex, you have a company that helps people start teaching English, so obviously you want to convince people to come out here. Well, not really, because the longer and longer I've spent doing this, the more I realized that we don't want to help everybody. We just want to help the people that really want to do it and the people that it's right for. So we actually turn away a number of people just because we know they're not the right people for this whole experience. And our programs are pretty much filling up every month anyway with the people who are excited, who want to go on this kind of adventure, who know that it's the right thing for them. So our programs are like pretty much full every month anyway, so I'm not trying to get more people. I just want to reach the right people that really want to do this, that it's the right thing for. And that isn't everybody. So I'm not trying to convince people that are on the fence. Perhaps my videos showing what life is like out here will do that, but it's not my intention to push someone that otherwise wouldn't have wanted to do it. So really, that's what these videos are for. They're for people that want to learn more about it. That's why I try and give good information, tips and advice for getting started. It's for people that want to see what it's like. That's why I try and document and show so much of life out here. So actually, I don't think it's for the majority of people. Like, not everybody wants to go live in Asia and experience the challenges that come with that. So by all means, watch these videos and think about if it's something you might want to do. But I don't want you to do it if it's not the right thing for you. It's not my place to make that decision for you, and in no way do I want to try and convince you to do it if it's not the right thing for you. So all that being said, I have heard the feedback that some people do want to know more of the challenges and the downsides of teaching out here. So I am going to make more videos about that so that you guys have a balanced perspective and know that there are downsides and challenges to teaching out here. So I just had a Skype call now, and that was with a potential school that we may be working with in the future. So I often spend my time connecting with schools. And then I decided to try fly my drone at night, and I was getting some random error messages. I couldn't see what was going on, so I didn't get much footage, but I got a little bit for you guys to see there. Ho Chi Minh City by night, which is beautiful, just saying it how it is. If you have any ideas for things that you want to know more about, maybe more of the challenges of living out here, those kinds of things, or any topics, leave a comment below and we'll see what we can do. So that's it for today's video. Make sure you're subscribed and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.